Today's Autistic Pride Day, and in light of that I want to focus on the importance of interagency working for autistic children. So that's working together between education, social services, health and housing. I remember about 15 years ago representing parents in the Special Educational Needs Tribunal concerning children's statements of special educational needs that came before EHC plans, and unfortunately education officers could not answer vital questions that they said social care colleagues down the corridor needed to answer. I do think we have moved on to a certain extent since those days. The Children and Families Act 2014 brought in EHC plans instead of statements of special educational needs, and the whole focus of those is to cover education, health and social care holistically in one document. But there are still issues. We know that the national trial means that whilst you will get binding requirements from a decision on education within the tribunal, the findings in relation to social care and health are not binding, they're only recommendations. And I know from recent experience of acting for an autistic child who had an EHC plan, was a child in need under the Children Act 1989 with a child in need plan, and also had housing issues, that she certainly fell through the gaps and her needs were not met in a holistic way at all when she had to move to alternative accommodation. She then faced the uncertainty about whether she could continue attending the school named in her EHC plan, and there were lots of issues about transport to the education placement. It was certainly not easy for her, and it wasn't managed in a holistic way, I'm afraid. The good news is there is plenty of law, statute and statutory guidance that supports the holistic approach that's so needed for autistic children. Effective assessment on early help under the statutory guidance is meant to be an interagency assessment if the child would benefit from a coordinated plan and services from more than one agency. That's clear in the Working Together statutory guidance. Furthermore, Section 45 of the Children Act 2014 has a cooperation duty, and there's another cooperation duty in Section 27 of the Children Act 1989 and also in Section 10 of the Children Act 2004. Indeed, the Section 27 duty provides that a local authority can make a specific request to colleagues in the other authority to provide services when that is really needed. And case law is clear that in a case of a unitary authority where education and social care are in one authority, that the wording should include those colleagues cooperating and complying with the request for action. There's very helpful comments in case law, a case concerning Tower Hamlets and Havering, that statutory duties have not been designed or interpreted to operate in insulated silos, nor should they be discharged in this way. So my conclusion on Autistic Pride Day is really that there must be compliance with all these statutory duties for cooperation for autistic children, so that the authorities are working together, education, social care, health and housing, working together to promote the needs of autistic children.